is going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. How is everybody doing today? So, Thad's always the first one to make it in. Actually, I kind of saw Thad get in there before the stream. But what's up, Thad? How's it going? Stuart, what's up, buddy? Sorry, you're not drunk enough again in this video to, be at the live stream. We all know you like to be the drunken mascot, so my bad, but the show must go on. What's up, dude? It's me, dude. How's it going, buddy? How's it going? James Rivera, what's up, man? How's it going? Leisha, how's it going? How's it going? Granny Vapes, hi, how are you? How's the channel doing? I love watching your videos every once in a while. It's a really cool channel. The Vaping Buckeye, what's going on, man? How's it going? Zesty Vapes, what's up? What's up? Yeah, so, I kind of feel bad. I had to start streaming because, you know, my planned time was I'm trying to do my live streams at 8 on Wednesday. That was kind of like what we agreed on with everybody, and I kind of had to start streaming even though DIY Mixer's crew started late, but, you know, I have a certain schedule I have to meet, so I started at 8 regardless. Sorry about that DIY Mixers crew, but, you know, the show must go on. Anyways, Frank, what's up, man? How's it going? How's it going? So, what have you guys been vaping on? Like, how's it going? Any new mixes? Anything like that? I literally been, like going crazy with mixing lately. I've mixed so many, like, bomb things. It's crazy. Like, first of all, I redid the Catalyst clone, which I did put something in the JFM Development Facebook group. The Catalyst clone was first the clone made Country Livin', you know, Larry. He also has his own Facebook group as well. A while back, before he started DIY, he sent me Catalyst by McDonald's Vapor, and what it was is it was deep fried blueberry ice cream or something like that. Anyway, so I worked on cloning this recipe and I went through a few variations and I got it really nice to where, like, you don't miss the original. It was an all-day vape. I made like 480 mLs of that stuff before, vaped it all. Like, I constantly vaped the stuff. It was great, but there was always like a slight note of something that was missing. It was, I don't know if I would consider it the fried note, but it was kind of like a fried slash bakery sugar note that was kind of missing. I kind of did it in a different way in that, and I used pie crust to try to attempt that, and then I always thought that maybe some of the RY double was what they were using. Sorry, RY4 double might have been what they were using, or something else, but like nothing like really kind of did it how they were doing it. But that was until I got a new flavor. And what flavor was that? That was sugar cone from Wonder Flavors. The second I got it and I opened the bottle, I'm like, I had like a light bulb moment. It was like, oh shit, that's exactly what we've been missing this whole time. So it was great. Like, I love when that happens. That's like my favorite moments in DIY, when I get like a flavor and I get all hyped up over it because, like, it was something I've been working on for a while and it was kind of like the missing link or something that I know I could use really well. So I did a V2 since it was the second variation released, and I just made it public on my ELR account, and it's the Catalyst Remix Clone version 2. So that's out now. It's been steeping for a while, and man, it vapes really nice. It's almost perfect. It's definitely one of the clones I'm most proud of so far. I mean, I'm also proud of the Flintstone clone, but like this one's something different, and it tastes really good. So that was one of the e-liquids I've been kind of working on this week. But then there were some other ones that I'm really proud of as well, which we're going to be mixing up today. And also, I'm going to be mixing up a seasonal e-liquid today because, first of all, it's in season for it. Second of all, I got some from the store. Well, I'll get into that in a second. Let's see, Zesty. I already said hi to Zesty. I did. Let's see. Zesty says, if you need a co-host, link me, homie. I don't know if that's gonna be that easy. You know what? Next time we'll do a show together, okay? Because last time I did a co-host after I already started live streaming, it was a pain in the ass to do. But I really do want to get you back on, Zesty. I really like doing shows with you. So we'll do that another time. Shit, I lost my train of thought. Mr. Burgundy, what's up? Desi. Hey, Desi, how's it going? What's up? What's up? Granny says, oh yeah, if you guys are trying to direct, anything at me, like asking a question, do at JFM Development. I think you only have to put the first few letters in, but that way I can see it better. Granny says, John, I like mixing while I'm baking just because it tells me what is in a thing. Just reminds me what flavor I might be missing. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Matt Williams says, JFM, where did you get the cabinet behind you from? If you're talking about these things right here, these are called Kavissels, and they're from IKEA. I got the idea from Wayne. Wayne ended up picking them up. I saw them, and I was looking for something to condense my flavor stash a little bit better, and I ended up buying them, and they work pretty good. They do. The only downside is they're kind of not all in front of you, so if you're that type of mixer where you need to see all the flavors right in front of you, it's not really for that, but it's good if you know you have like the whole line of something. Like I have Capella right here, I have Flavora right here, and believe me, the whole Flavora line does not fit in one of those. And then I have some of the flavor art. I don't have all the flavor art, but a lot of them. Oh yeah, that's another thing. I don't know if I said on this stream or it's just another stream, but I am working on getting some of, I did talk to Flavor Art. Flavor Art might be sending something from what they said, but I'm trying to get my hands on a lot of, some of the more obscure flavors from Flavor Art so I can make something like just out of the ordinary. It's not going to be anything to take seriously. It's more like a for fun thing, kind of like, Omegeddon has that Phantom Ravioli thing, and it's supposed to be like pizza rolls or something in a vape. I'm going to be doing something like that, something weird. I don't know, like a chili topped hot dog, or I don't know, something weird. It might not be a hot dog, but you get what I'm saying. I'm going to get these flavors and just make something fun just for shits and giggles. So that's something that's going to be happening soon. So that is pretty cool. Amanda Pierce says, into all in the chat. Oh, hello, into all in the chat. Hi Amanda, how you doing? How you doing? Thad says, doing good, getting almost everything I need for my channel. Excellent, Thad. Glad to hear it. Vaping Buckeyes. Oh, that's not to me. That's not to me. Anybody have any Adore? I want to work on a remix. Yes, I actually do have Adore concentrates, Zesty. So if you want to, like, that actually might be something fun. If you want to do like a Adore remix video or something, that might be pretty funny. Or pretty funny. Pretty fun. There we go. Alright, so let's talk about the first mix I want to mix up today. And we'll start with the seasonable one, because the second one is a really great recipe, and you guys want to mix that one up either way. But the seasonable one is kind of more subjective, and some people might not be too much into the seasonable one. So we'll do that first, get it out of the way. But the first one I want to do is my sugar cookie eggnog recipe. And we're going to be adding one more ingredient into it, just because I heard about it and somebody tried it apparently on my ELR and said it was great. So I definitely want to try it. But basically, it was a sugar cookie eggnog recipe I made last season with Flavor flavors and some other flavors, and it came out really well. It came out really well. But why I modeled it was after the sugar cookie eggnog that you could get from Hood last season. And it's funny I mention it because this season I go back to try to get some sugar cookie eggnog since it's in season, right? And they stopped making it. And apparently it was because they didn't sell it well. I ended up talking to a couple different supermarkets to try to get down to the bottom of it, because I'm like, did they already sell it off already? But no. Apparently they just didn't make it this year. So what I ended up doing, right? And this is the crazy thing. So if any of you guys in the crowd like sugar cookie eggnog, here's exactly what you do, because I did it. I got the vanilla variant of the eggnog from Hood, right? And then I took Capella sugar cookie and about 8 ounces it was about 8-9 ounces of eggnog, the vanilla eggnog. Put about 30 drops of Capella sugar cookie in there, but not if you're using the Capella dropper. Only if you're using like a dropper like from Bull City or something like that. Put about 30 drops in 8 ounces, and my God, it's exactly the same. Exactly. So I was so souped. I was like, oh, is this really going to work? Is this really going to work? And yeah, it did. It did. And it tasted excellent. So sugar cookie eggnog, you can still do it. At least if you're a DIYer. So I guess that's the perks. That's the perks, right? Chili hot dog, ew. I was just using chili hot dog as an example. It might be anything. And it's not anything to take serious. It's just like, I don't know, if you want to see me vape nasty stuff, or if you want to prank a friend, it's that type of thing. It's a joke. It's a gag kind of mix. That's kind of what I want to do with all these flavors. But it'd be pretty funny if I was actually able to make something that was actually really good and enjoyable. But I'm not going to keep my hopes high on that one. It's just mainly fun. Chocolate eggnog, yummy. That's interesting. Actually, I bet chocolate eggnog would be pretty good. Even if you were to make it in a vape, I bet you could do that pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, so, well, let's get started. So, what I wanted to... Actually, first, let me show you the recipe real quick, just so you guys can get that down. Desktop. I'm gonna switch over here. Transition. Alright, so this is my sugar cookie eggnog recipe I came out with last year. I ended up adapting it because I made it into a bigger batch, but I also gotta put some pumpkin spice. I just decided to do this last minute because I forgot about that idea and I think it would work really well. But the original version is already public on my ELR, so you don't have to worry about that. But basically, it's Anywhere biscuit at 0.5%, cream and cookies from Flavora at 1.5%, eggnog from Flavora at 4%. Now let me start off by saying this, and I've gotten a lot of people who tried TFA eggnog and they said it wasn't as good. Don't try to substitute the eggnog. Like, Flavora eggnog is totally worth buying. So if you end up trying TFA eggnog and you don't like it, that is exactly why. Like, it makes that much of a difference. Sugar cookie from Capella, it's in at 3%. Super sweet, I put in at 1%. Of course, you can always sweeten to taste, but I like it sweet. And then I use vanilla custard from Flavora at 1%. And I like to do that because the vanilla custard from Flavora is really, really heavy on the vanilla. It's not necessarily as thick as, like, say, Capella V1, but it's really, really high on vanilla, which works really good in the sugar cookie. Alright, so what we're going to do real quick is we're going to edit this, and we're going to put some... Let me just make sure everything else is still fun. Okay. Yeah, we're going to keep it a 70-30 mix. I've been liking 70-30s lately, so we're going to do pumpkin spice. And we're just going to put a little bit in because I don't want it to be overwhelming. I just want to get some of those spices in there, just to kind of work with that eggnog. So, hold on. Pumpkin spice Flavora. So we'll just do we'll do a 0.5%. I think we should be good there. Let's see. Okay, save. Okie dokie. Oh, and really quick, I'm gonna transition. Now I'll transition back into the scale. So guys, guess what came in? First of all, what came in was my nicotine. I ended up ordering the Black Friday at Liquid Barn and ended up getting a whole bunch of nicotine, a whole bunch of bases, but I get the cool 120, I believe it's 120, yeah, 120 mils of PG 100 milligram nicotine in this bottle, and then I got the big 500 ml bottle. This isn't it right here, but I got the big 500 ml bottle of nicotine, so when I run out I can just keep refilling that bottle. I thought it was cool. I like those bottles better because I was having issues with my other nicotine bottle. And then I just got some extra bases just because they had the cool bottle and all that. So I got PG and VG. I was thinking about doing the e-liquid for when I didn't want to, you know, do so much work. But then again, I want to keep my milligrams true. I didn't have to worry about something being a little bit less than 3 or a little bit more than 3 and all that stuff. So I figured I would just keep doing my nicotine manually either way. I hope you guys aren't getting too much feedback. I know it might happen. I'm having an issue with the cable in my microphone. I'm going to have to replace that. It's giving some issues. But I'll have that better for next stream. Look at these. I got these gloves from my wife. She hooked it up. That's all I'll say. But she was able to get me some extra large gloves, and these things are bomb. Fit really nice. Really nice. Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good idea. Alright, so let me change to the scale cam. Live scale. Transition. Alright. So first I'm going to do a 30 mil. And go on. Alright, so the first ingredient we're using today is Inawera biscuit. We're using this at 0.5% or 0.15 grams. 0.15. Yeah, I can't wait to vape this stuff. I haven't vaped this stuff this season yet, so I'm really excited. I remember this being bomb, but it's definitely one of those seasonable things, you know. It's eggnog, so you don't necessarily want to vape it all the time, but it's definitely good since you want to get in that spirit, you know, that Christmas spirit. I do like these types of things, so. Alright, so the next ingredient is cream and cookies from Flavora. I did it at 1.5% or 0.48 grams. Alright, there we go. So cream and cookies is in from Flavora. Tear that out. Alright, next up is eggnog from Flavora. Eggnog. This flavor is worth it, guys. This one is so worth it. It's the best eggnog, hands down, in my opinion. Alright, this one is in at 4% or 1.13 grams. Alright, that's good enough. Alright, so eggnog's in. Tear that out. Followed up by pumpkin spice from Flavora. Pumpkin spice. So pumpkin spice we put in at 0.5% or 0.14 grams. That stuff smells so good too. Get all that holiday smell. Okay, there we go. Pumpkin spice is in. Next up, another fan favorite. That Capella sugar cookie dough. Alright, so Capella sugar cookie is in at 3% or 0.93 grams. I'm already getting the smell off this. And guys, it's phenomenal. Like seriously, if I was left to my own devices and I didn't have a wife to like smack me back into shape, I'd probably drink like cartons of that sugar cookie eggnog, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so next up is super sweet. We put that in at 1% or 0.32 grams. I'm gonna tear that out. 0.32. Okay, there we go. Super sweet is in. And then we got the vanilla custard. Vanilla custard. Where are you? Oh yeah, that's right. We're using Flavora. Okay, so Flavora vanilla custard is in at 1% 0.32 grams. Now, if you noticed, a lot of these flavors are lower than like some other flavors you would use conventionally, and that's the train of thought. You want to go with the flavor. You always want to use less than more. Well, it's kind of the wisdom you should have with any flavor, but especially flavor. They are very potent. And I'm actually going to be doing some more work with a lot of the flavors I have and try to start a lot lower and test them a little bit differently. Like, I've been watching some of DIY Vapor's videos, and I know he shares a similar palette to me. So if he's having luck the way he has been with testing the flavors, I kind of want to keep my mind open and relook at it the way he sees it, because if he's having some results, then maybe it could help me in my mixing as well. So I always want to improve with what I do, just like I bet any of you would. So I'm going to definitely look into trying some flavors in the way he has been, by tasting them, by adding drops at a time, testing it. If it needs more, put more drops in, because these flavors are definitely a different animal compared to a lot of the other flavors you would conventionally be mixing with and all. Okay, so today I need 3 milligrams in a 30 ml batch. Today I'm using 100 milligram nicotine suspended in PG. So you want to make sure you shake that very well. If it was VG suspended, you would want to shake it a little bit more, because you don't want to get concentrated hot spots. Make sure you wear gloves, keep out of reach of children and pets, and just take it slow. Try to get it as accurately as possible, as concentrated nicotine is the most serious part of making your own e-liquid. So just be safe and take it slow. Alright, so we need 0.93 grams. 0.93. Okay, that's good enough. Perfect. Yeah, I definitely like this bottle a whole lot more. I notice it's this Liquid Bar nicotine bottle. It's definitely not like leaking like the other one was, and there is always, when you're using a pour spout like that, there's always going to be a little bit at the tip. But as long as you have a paper towel and you wipe it right away, you shouldn't have an issue. Which I like that a lot better. I don't know if it was just the bad 30 ml bottles I had earlier, but it was kind of freaking me out, and that's why I wanted to change the way I use my nicotine and all. Alright, so next is PG. We need 4.82 grams. So you're doing a 70-30. Alright, there we go. And last but not least, we need the VG. Tear that out. And we need 26.49. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, there we go. And today we're going to shake it the old-fashioned method, because my NorPro mixer is running out of batteries, so we're going to shake it old school real quick. So let me transition back to the top. Cover this up. We'll shake it up. Shake it like a Polaroid picture. Master Vapor, what's up, man? I think you just came in. What's up? How's it going? How's it going? Don't worry, I'll spare you guys from eye contact, because it just ain't my thing. Although, I have to admit, I like being a receiver of eye contact. Maybe I'm just a slut. I'm just kidding. Gentleman's E-Liquid, what's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? Long time no see. I'm glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. Hope everything is well. JFM, what percentage would you use cucumber at and key lime for a cucumber limeade? I never actually used that. Like, I never actually made a profile like that before, so I might not be the right person to ask. But I would probably start low and go up, maybe a couple percent, and then go up if you need more. I mean, I'm not really sure off the top of my head how strong cucumber is, so probably not the right person to ask about that, to be honest. I was kind of saying it on the other video. Was it the other video I was saying it? I think it was on somebody else's live stream, but, you know, cucumber, I never, like, not that there's anything wrong with it, maybe I just haven't vaped a good one to be interested in it, but I never really vaped, like one of those cucumber fruit mixes to be like, oh yeah, that's something I want to actively pursue, when there's still, like, a lot of other things I would rather try before that, so it's just something I haven't really done before, so that's probably it. John loves his sweet juices. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Man, this is a workout. So used to my mixers. It's making me work, you know. That looks pretty mixed up. Oh ho 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 ho. Guys. This smells like heaven. Like heaven. I imagine the pumpkin spice just made it that much better. So, you know what? We're going to vape some of this right now. Because why not? And then we'll move on to the next one. Which, the next one, I know a lot of you guys are going to love. It's a profile a lot of people... not necessarily a lot of people go after, but a lot of people have, like, a version of this and another. You know what I'm going to say? It's a lemon bake recipe, okay? So it's like a lemon cookie, but it gives you, like, the impression of, like, one of those lemon custody filling bakery cookies, which is really freaking good. And I know a lot of people like Dinner Lady Lemon Tart, so if you like that, you're going to probably love this one. It's not really like Dinner Lady Lemon Tart, it's different, but it's a nice lemon bakery vape. Alright. Yeah, it's custardy, it's freaking phenomenal. It is. Alright, so let's drip some of this real quick, just to get some reminiscence. Now, this recipe usually does best after 7 days steep, but from what I remember, it does taste good right off the get-go, but it gets, like, thicker and all that. Okay, so here we go. Sugar cookie eggnog with a little bit of pumpkin spice. Here we go. Cheers. Oh, yes. Yeah. Oh, that pumpkin spice, yo. Guys, it's perfect. If you guys want something to tickle your fancy, yes. If you guys want something to tickle your fancy this holiday season, make yourself some sugar cookie eggnog. My God. I will probably vape this all before it steeps. Ah, it's so good. And if I were you, keep sweetener the same. You want it sweet. Eggnog's sweet. Hell yeah. This channel, it's all about the vape-gasms. For show. Because you guys know, when you guys have fresh coils, fresh cotton, and you just wick some grape juice, and you get that perfect hit with that perfect airflow on that perfect build that you have for yourself. Everybody has their own device that they know it's just perfect for them, right? There is nothing like having those first couple of vapes where your cotton's clear and it's not like glazed over from sugar or anything like that, but it's just like a perfect vape. It's nice and velvety and full of flavor. That's my favorite thing, man. That's my favorite thing. Alright, I have to be honest. It's one of my favorite things. Alright, so I kind of already talked about what this recipe is. Let's actually just look at it and we can go over it. Transition. Okay, boom. So this was the one we just made, okay? So you know what? Hold on, let me edit this one more time. Just because I want to make everything public now. Because I did talk with somebody who kind of brought up a good point. Anything I make on video, I'm going to make sure it's public. Just because it's fair and this makes it easier for people to get the recipe. I think it's the right thing to do. So I'm just going to do sugar cookie eggnog with PS, which is pumpkin spice. So the other one is still on my ELR if you guys want to get that one. This one is really good too. So either way, definitely if you want something seasonal, check it out. So that's going to be public now. Now this one, I'll be making this public after we make it. Let me take a sip of soda, gives my voice. Okay, lemon puss. That's what we're calling it. I made this one on my phone first because you guys know how I like to mix. I mix on my phone first and then I end up going to ELR, so it has a newer date on ELR because I just typed it in before the stream for you guys. But I've had this going on for about around 3 weeks. I've been working on this recipe, different variations and all that. And this is what I came out with. This one is really, really good. Okay, so this one has Flavor Art butter, which is essentially diacetyl in a bottle. So if you guys are worried about diacetyl, this is definitely not one to try. But with that said, if it has diacetyl, it means it's probably really, really tasty. Yeah. Anyway, so it has 0.5% FA butter. It has cookie from Flavor Art at 1%. Has croissant from Wonder Flavors, which is another excellent flavor that's in at 2%. Has Flavor Art custard at 4%. And here's the lemon. This is the lemon of all lemons. If you guys haven't tried this lemon and you're a lemon person, make sure you check it out. This is Flavor Express Lemon. And the only downside is you can only get it from one place, and that's eCig Express. But with that said, it is hands down one of the best lemons out there. So definitely check it out if you love lemons. New York cheesecake from Capella, 2%. Pastry zest from Flavora at 0.5%. Sugar cookie from Capella, because what would it be without sugar cookie? 3%. Vanilla bean ice cream from TFA at 3%. I like TFA vanilla bean ice cream. Not only do I have a shitload of it, but I think it's a lot richer. I do like Capella's too, but I really do like TFA's, and I have more of it. Maybe that's it. I don't know, but it's good. But that one technically could be subbed out if you really wanted to. Super sweet, 1%, and Zapola from Flavor Art, 2%. So let's mix her up, guys. Let's mix her up. Transition. VBIC, yes, that's right. That's exactly what I write. When I write it in my calculator, I do a VBIC because it's such a long name, man. Such a long name. Did something happen? Kind of lost, but I would rather break my back than take all this money in my back. Hope everything's okay, Zest. Yeah, I didn't see what happened. I'm kind of like in my zone, but if you need to talk or anything or need help, let me know, bud. I got your back, bro. All right, so let's get rocking. Oh, sorry for headphone users. That might have been bad. Okay, so take a bait of that nice, delicious sugar cookie eggnog. Get yourself one of the older models. What happened? Are you looking for a video card, man? JFM Development, you're live. I was just in the shower thinking about you. Wow. That's the first time I've heard that from another man. Thank you, I guess. No, much love, buddy. Where is it? I'm trying to see what happened. Oh. Ooh. I'm sorry to hear that, Zesty. That sucks. Yeah, we gotta talk. We gotta talk offline and see what we can, see if I can help in any way or something. Cause I feel bad. We fam, brah. We're fam. All right, let's get back to the mixing. Let's get back to the mixing. I'm sorry, I'm kind of ADD. I get sidetracked. You gotta care for the community and all, you know, because the community had my back. I'm having the community's back as much as I can. I mean, I don't have much, but I try to help out whenever I can. You know what I mean? Alright, so I'm trying to get to my down below camera, which is right here. Okay, here we go. Transitioning. Boom. Alright, so we're making 30 mils of lemon puss. You guys should just make it so you can see that I've made some lemon puss. Okay. So the first ingredient we're using today is Flavor Art Butter. Excellent, excellent flavor, guys. Again, it does come with a heap load of warnings, but believe me, I used to love TFA butter the best, and then I tried this one, and this one might be winning. It's that good. So I'm using that 0.5% or 0.16 grams. 0.16 grams. There we go. Flavor Art Butter's in. Oh, it smells so good. Okay. Next up is Flavor Art Cookie. Flavor Art Cookie. Another great flavor from Flavor Art. Flavor Art Cookie, I have in at 1%. 1%. Or 0.32 grams. I wish I could drink this stuff. You know how many flavors I like wish I could drink, but like how bad that would be? I bet y'all can relate. Y'all DIYers, y'all know the pain. The struggle. Okay, tear that out. Next up is Croissant from Wonder Flavors. This one has definitely upped its ranking in my book. This is a new flavor for me. But, oh man, it's a really good one. Croissant from Wonder Flavors in at 2% or 0.60 grams. If you guys can tell now, this channel is heavy on bakery. Personally, it's just because like it's one of the things I love to vape over many other things. Like, there's nothing wrong with candies. Like, I like doing candies too, or like straight fruit sometimes. But straight fruit, I'd always pick a bakery over it. You know, I don't know if anybody can relate. Like, I like throwing bakery or custards and creams and stuff in it. You know. All right. So next up is Flavor Art Custard. Right. Flavor Art Custard is the perfect custard for this. For this setting, because Flavor Art Custard is not only like a really creamy custard, but it also has some lemony notes in it, and it tastes phenomenal. Flavor Art Custard is in here at 4% or 1.26 grams. 1.26. Probably after I get off this live stream, I'm gonna need to order some more FE lemon because I'm about out of it. And I used it all up because it's that good, guys. So, FE lemon, definitely a win. Definitely a win. Okay, so FE lemon is next. FE lemon is in at 3% or 0.90 grams. Here we go, FE lemon's in. Oh, I'll see you later, the Master Vapor. Hey, what's going on, Tony? How's it going? Welcome, welcome. Tear that out. Alright, next up is New York Cheesecake from Capella. New York Cheesecake. And New York Cheesecake is in at 2% or 0.62 grams. You guys already know about New York Cheesecake. Excellent flavor. Alright, New York Cheesecake is in. Followed up by Pastry Zest. Now, Pastry Zest is one of Flavor Art's new... I'm sorry. Pastry Zest is one of the new flavors from Flavora. It's like pretty much all the notes of like a pastry, if you were to eat a pastry, into a bottle. It's really excellent. I'm using it in at 0.5% here. Nothing too big. I'm just trying to get a little bit more of those pastry notes, and it's kind of working with Zapola. So I don't need to go too crazy. So right here it's in at 0.5% or 0.15 grams. Let's tear that out. 0.15. Yeah, I really gotta replace that cable. I keep getting feedback in my earphones. I'm sorry, guys. I hope that feedback isn't too bad. Alright, so next up is Sugar Cookie from Capella. Sugar Cookie is in at 3% or 0.93 grams. 0.93. Here we go. Sugar Cookies in. Get it out. Followed up by Super Sweets. Super Sweet is in at 1% or 0.32 grams. Alright, Super Sweets in. Get it out. Next up, VBIC or Vanilla Bean Ice Cream from TFA. One of my favorite creams. It's in at 3% or 0.96 grams. Now, if you guys are new to mixing and you haven't tried using ice creams for your creams, believe me, you're going to love it. It'll change your world. It'll change your world. Alright, take it out. Last but not least is Flavor Art Zappola, which is supposed to be in like an Italian pastry. A lot of people use it for donuts. But here we're using it at 2% or 0.60 grams. 0.60. Here we go, boom. Alright, now again we're using 100 milligram nicotine today. Suspended in PG, so you want to make sure you shake it well. If it was VG suspended, we want to make sure you shake it even more. And wear gloves. Make sure you don't get it on your skin. Keep it out of reach of children and pets, and just take it slow. This is the most serious part of making your own e-liquid. So today we need 3 milligrams in a 30 ml batch. So out of 100 milligram nicotine suspended in PG, I'm just making sure I open it slowly. There we go. Okay. So we only need 0.93 grams. 0.93. Okay, there we go. Just wipe off the cap. Alright, and always make sure you close your nicotine right away. You want to keep oxygen out of that nicotine bottle so it'll last as long as possible. That's what we call oxidation. Alright, so next up is PG. I need 1.56 grams of PG. Here we go, PG is in. And last but not least, it's time for the VGs. And for the VG, we need 26.49. Oh, it smells so good, guys. We're gonna vape the one I already made, though. Because I already have some of this already made, and it's been steeping. Alright, there we go. Alright, so let me just put this aside. We'll give it a little shakers. Take it up, that off. There we go. Change the camera. Alright, we are back up top. I'm just going to shake this up real quick. Give it a nice shaky. Again, I'm out of batteries on my other mixer, otherwise I'd have probably used it, which makes things a whole lot easier. But you know what? Shaking it isn't so bad. I mean, I'm not one of the people who suffer from, like, you know, what do you call it? I don't know, I can't think of the word right now. But, you know, I don't have problems with my hands, so I guess it's not too bad. It's just more of being easier, making things a lot simpler. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Turn off the sound on my phone. Okay. Alright. There we go. Alright, so basically, I already have one of these mixed up. We're going to vape on it, and I'll tell you exactly what I think about it. But by God, this is a good one, guys. It's a good one. I'm going to vape this dry real quick. Carpal tunnel. There we go. Thank you. Thank you for getting my back, man. Yeah, I had a mind for it. I had those a lot. Oh, man. Your hand got smashed while taking out an alternator. Ouch. Yuck. That sucks. Speaking of car work, I've actually been working on my wife's car, and believe me, I'm not a mechanic. My brothers are, though, so they've been able to guide me. I've also watched YouTube videos and stuff like that, but basically, first thing I had to do on her car was replace the light bulbs, right? And you guys would think, oh, well, it's just replacing the light bulbs, right? But no, not this car. It's not just replacing the light bulbs. This car, you have to rip off the whole bumper. Yeah, you have to rip off the whole bumper and then literally take out the headlights just to get to behind them to get into the assembly to replace the bulbs. If you don't believe me, look it up. It's a 2009 Chevy Malibu. It's completely ridiculous. Whoever engineered it was a dum-dum. Because something like, well, you know what? I think they do that on purpose just so you have to go into a mechanic's office, right? Because it gets them more business and all. But, like, really, it's not smart for something that goes bad quite often. I mean, you have to replace your bulbs so many times in the lifetime of your car. So it wasn't really a smart design on their part. So I had to do that, and then I had to replace some camshaft sensors. I had to replace 3 of them, which I still haven't finished because I keep running out of daylight. So hopefully I can finish that up soon. But yeah, so yeah, I can feel you on working on cars. It's been a lot of what I've been doing lately. But you know what, I guess it's good that I'm like kind of working on it and like learning how to do all these things, because I always kind of wanted to know how to work on my own car and save some money at the same time. So it's definitely a good thing to learn a little bit more about, you know. Very true. How to do that with my Impala. Man, was it like all Chevys or something? Damn. That sucks. I hope that's not like that with my other car, because I also have a Chevy Cruze, and I swear, if I have to pull off another bumper to put on headlights anytime soon, I'm gonna go mad. Really, it's uncalled for. Uncalled for. Number 1, don't get a BMW if you don't know how to fix one. But really, if you think about it, all cars are like that now. It's like you either pay for a car if you have a car loan, right? And then things still go wrong and you have a warranty. Or you pay less for a used car and then you have to do all the manual fixing yourself. Or have to pay for it to get done. So either way, you're always paying for a car. Like, cars never, there's like rarely ever a time where you never have to pay for a car. And if you have a car like that, like maybe a Subaru or something, let me know, because from what I heard, Subarus are pretty good. But other than that, like, always something with cars. They're money pits. They really are. Don't get a Mitsubishi. Oh, my friend had a Mitsubishi once. Oh, it was an electrical nightmare. Tell me about it, man. Newer cars do things like that. Yeah, man, I have a 2014 Chevy Cruze. I had a Chevy Sonic before I traded it in. Had problems with that. Even while it was brand new, it was less than 2 years old, had problems. I had problems with, what was the other one? The Chevy. I'm a big Chevy person. Well, our family was a big Chevy person, but I don't know. My next car might not be a Chevy after all this bullshit. What was it? It was kind of like one of those Chevy, kind of an SUV, kind of, it was a crossover. A Chevy Track, maybe? I don't know. It was pretty cool. Like, it was pretty good in the snow and all, but, you know, had problems with it right away. Like, no matter what you do, you can have problems with it. I would love to, like, find a car that was just, like, perfect, but you know that ain't gonna happen. And you know the sad thing about that, too? I don't mean to get into any, like, philosophical debates or anything on my channel, because considering we are vaping and DIY, but it kind of racks your brain when you know we have the technology. We do. And if anybody tells you something different, they don't know what they're talking about. We have the technology to make a car that won't need service. Okay? We can make a pretty foolproof car. It might cost a little bit more to make. You might have to pay a little bit more for it. But if they did it on a mass scale, it wouldn't. But they have the technology to make cars where you're not needing to replace everything all the time. But they do it on purpose. So not only do you need to buy new cars, or so these service departments get money, it's ridiculous. Good example of a company in the recent years who've been making waves is Tesla, for example. Teslas, yeah, they are really expensive, but those kind of cars, they don't need as much maintenance, right? A lot of parts can't go bad. They only have one or two motors, or depending on which kind of Tesla you get, only has a certain amount of motors, and then they have the battery packs, right? There's not as many components. Let's just say this. There's not as many components in an electrical car as there is a combustion car, right? So less things can go wrong. Yeah, the new Tesla Roadster, man, that thing is crazy. 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds. And they call that mode going plaid, right? Because everything you see goes plaid. That's crazy, man. It's crazy. Alright, so I'm about vaped out of that sugar cookie eggnog. My God, guys, if you guys love seasonable flavors and you want something that actually tastes good with flavor, it's not flavor where it's overpowering, but it's flavor like if you're actually eating the stuff, definitely check out that one. Very good. Alright, so here is the lemon puss, or this one says lemon baked puss because that's what I called it first, but we're calling it lemon puss. This is going to go public right after I end this stream. But we're going to drip some on here, and my God, guys, this is good. This is good stuff. If you like a nice custardy, bakery lemon flavor, like if you're the type to like, you know, like lemon tart or something like that. Not that this is a lemon tart. This is something completely different. But it's up that alley. You'll probably like this stuff right here. I don't know me. Of course I over-dripped. I'm an over-dripper. Alright, cheers, guys. That custardy lemon that's in here, it gives you like the impression like you're getting like a lemon filling, and then you get all those damn bakery pastry notes. It's freaking phenomenal. Like, I don't mean to sound cocky at all, but like I know when I love stuff, and like you cannot buy e-liquid this good. You cannot buy it. Like, there's certain things in the DIY community you can do better. Cereals is definitely one of them. I'm a prime person. Well, maybe that's because I know how to make cereals. And maybe it's a biased opinion. I don't know. It might be biased because what I make good and stuff. But anyways, it's really good. I haven't tasted anything like this you could buy. Okay, let's put it that way. Desi, I would say it depends. This recipe, you can shake and vape, okay? You can shake and vape this recipe right away. Vape it will taste great. But after 3 days, you'll start noticing some of the bakery notes, a little bit of the custard thickening up a little bit. I've had this about 2 weeks now. In about 2 weeks, like it's a lot thicker than it was, like the custard and all. And the cream, like it kind of like developed into more of like a lemon filling taste. And then you get more of the bakery notes. So the longer you let it steep, the more notes you're going to be able to pick up out of it. But definitely excellent as a shake and vape too. If you love lemon, you won't go wrong if you shake and vape this. I might just be vaping this for the rest of the night. I swear to God. God damn. I'm sorry. I got to come up with some like cool like punchlines like Rip Trippers, like sick ass tits or something, you know, but I can't say that because that's his. But I gotta come up with something because I'm literally like orgasming every time I have a good juice. I have a 16-year-old Mitsubishi, still runs great, and it's been paid off for 15 years. Well, Rob, you keep that car. That is a diamond in the rough. Let me tell you, it is hard to get, man. I mean, seriously, like, I also think that some cars are flukes. Like, there'll be some cars out there where a lot of other cars made by the same kind of cars will be shit, right? But there'll always be like that a handful of cars that are just like diamonds in the rough out of that make. Like there might be a Chevy Malibu out there that never broke down. It's perfect. It always runs. It purrs like a kitten. All that. You haven't had to put a lot of money in it. And then there's the vast majority of people who are like, oh damn, I've had to put my arm and my leg in it and all this, and I went broke by paying all these maintenance fees and stuff like that, you know? But if you have one of those types of cars that haven't given you problems, man, you hold that thing tight, man. Save as much money as you can, because let me tell you, I would give anything to have like one of those really good cars. I really would. At JFM Development, what are your favorite vapes of 2017? Countdown for New Year's. Are you talking about commercial or are you talking about DIY? That, I would have to say if I was talking about commercial, some of my favorite vapes this year would be Strawberry Crunch from Tailored House. I always make sure I have some of this because it's that good. I'm working on a clone of it. I've gotten really close on one. I have released some of it, but I'm still actively working on cloning that one to the T. You know, it's kind of one of those ones I'm always just working on. Also, another good commercial one that I really love. And this one, alright, so this one is really interesting, right? Because this one apparently is, it's not really easy to get in the United States. But if Keith is watching, Keith knows where you can get it. But basically, I get this from a certain shop, and I'm not going to blow them up because apparently they're not supposed to be able to get it in the United States. But it's called Troy. It's decoded, verified. It's from Premium Labs, and it's a honey nut crawler. I'm working on making my own version of this, but it is a really good honey nut crawler to the T, and it's in a vape. So that one's good. Another good one is this one right here. If you like strawberry rhubarb pies, this stuff right here is good. It does taste like strawberry rhubarb. That one you can only do a little bit at a time though, because it is really rich, should I say. And then there's one more that I really need to mention. Oh yeah, and that's this one where I'm still working on a clone of it. It's Telios Pound Cake. Straight up, it's a nice buttery, sweet frosting, cakey pound cake, okay? There's no doubt about it. It doesn't it's one of those ones that tastes really full. It's a really thick vape. It's not like one of those ones where it kind of tastes a little bit like cake, but a watery cake, like something like that. No, that's like a literally pound in your face, cakey cake. It's good. It's really good. And that's for a commercial. Those are probably my favorites in commercial. Other than the ones I cloned already, like Flintstone and stuff like that. But I'm actively working on trying to clone some of those in DIY. And then I have some of my recipes that are my favorite for DIY. There are some others in the community that are good too. Maybe I should make a list. I think that'd be good to do a little countdown thing. I think that'd be pretty cool. Did said if you get sorry, I keep getting feedback. If you get to it, bud, mix up my naughty recipe and let me know your thoughts. I added aged bourbon cream at 0.5 and boosted those boozy notes. Yeah, I'll try it, but I can't promise anything because I'm actually... See, the thing is like that flavor actually smells amazing, but I'm also scared because I was never too much of an alcohol-y person, if that makes sense. Like, I don't mind enjoying like a fine beer, like a nice beer with all those nice hoppy notes and stuff like that. Like I'm a big Sam Adams fan and like microbrew fan. Like I like microbreweries and their beers and stuff like that, but only to enjoy. Like I don't get really drunk, but I was never really like a spirits person, like hard liquor. Like I never really cared for it. I drank it to get drunk back in the day, but I never really cared for the taste. So, but yeah, I'll definitely try it. If you want, I'll put... It should be in the group. I'll find it in the group where I'll get you on your ELR and I'll look at it. Saturns are the only one making GM money when they had to be bailed out of. Yeah. Saturns, they were those Tupperware cars. They had like Tupperware panels. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, so been vaping on the Dead Rabbit for sure. But man, that drop too, guys. That drop, freaking amazing RDA. Amazing. And the only reason I put it on here is because it looked good. But that's the only thing I could look good on there. I was trying to go all match with my mods earlier today, so that's the reason I'm on that. But man, RDAs do make a difference. Randy says, my DIY faves this year are Stratastic, Frosted Lemon Sugar Cookie, and Tweaked Obsidian. Oh, that's awesome, man. Thank you. I'm so honored. I can't believe somebody's favorites is mine. That's great. Oh yeah, speaking of that, if you guys are new to DIY or you guys want to purchase any recipe packs, that my Stratastic recipe is on bullcityflavors.com. Definitely advise you to check out bullcityflavors.com if you've never been there. They do sponsor the channel. They help me get flavors every month, and they're really supportive of what I do here. But the reason why I decided to work with them and wanted to become sponsored with them is because I go there for pretty much everything I get. Like, I love their service. They're fast. They're always accurate. I've never had a problem there. They have great customer service. Best in the game, in my opinion. If you're on the East Coast especially, you get super fast. Like, literally, order anything, I get it in 2 days. They have recipe packs. They have a wide selection of flavors. Definitely check them out. Also, check out Liquid Barn. Liquid Barn does do a lot of cool stuff. Like, right now, they have the initiative right here where it says made from a tobacco product. You can get these hats and it goes towards advocacy. And you can poke some fun at the FDA, and they're another person who really helps out the channel. They have really good bases. I really like them for like PG, VG, and Nick. They also come in really handy bottles, especially if you're a weight mixer, so that's really cool. And they have some staple flavors like Baker's Touch or Strawberry Cheesecake, so definitely awesome place. Flavor Art is another good one. Flavor Art has a lot of staple flavors. Flavor Art does too. Definitely check them out. Also, if you like what you see here and you like what I do and you want to support it, make sure you check out the links in the description. There are many things like my website, my Patreon. Patreon helps support me and costs for the channels, like getting nicotine and all that stuff like that, and bringing content to this channel. And also there's savings like JFM 15 for Liquid Barn saves you 15% off, JFM 6 or JFM 10 at Bull City, which will save you 10% off, and little Amazon links that are affiliate links that also do help out the channel a little bit. Thad says, I live in the same state, get it in 2 days from Bull City. That's awesome, man. They're fast, I'm telling you. Bull City shipped my order 45 minutes after placing it. Yeah, like literally, like I love to like see just how fast they process these orders, and it's insane. Like they have like, they're a smaller company that have Amazon quality speed. Like it's insane. And they are getting a lot of orders in, so they must have a really good system, and it must be a secret patented system. Like I could see it. It must be like the McDonald's system. Like I was watching a documentary or like a movie on McDonald's and how McDonald's became what it is today in the restaurant, and what gave it an edge over diners at the time. And it was its like speedy system, right? It had a special system where they had like conveyors, and like they had a special system to put out food faster, right? Everybody do a little bit, but not everybody do everything, right? So Bull City must have like that secret sauce system or something to put out like orders that fast, because they do really well. They do really well. Frank says, if you had to choose between the drop or the Dead Rabbit, which would you choose? I would choose the drop. And I'm going to tell you why. The drop, it kind of gives you a little bit more airflow options. Plus, I like the drop in terms of it has that little notch on the end, so it won't spin on you. So that's a really good thing. But I also think the drop has the perfect airflow for what it's doing. Especially if you're using it as an RDA, okay? If you're using it just as a dripping RDA, it's excellent. The airflow is perfect. It's like the T shape. The top of the T goes right on the side of your coils, and then the bottom of the T will go under and up when you're breathing into your device. So that's an excellent setup. Now, if you're doing squonking, though, and here's the thing. I prefer squonking over the drop. Although the drop is really good at squonking, I don't want to mistake in that, but it's great at squonking. But I think the Dead Rabbit exceeds it in terms of squonking. only due to its high airflow, and I have the Puss BF squonker, and I tend to over squonk a lot. So when you push in that bottle, a lot of juice rises up, right? And of course, it's not going to be a problem to everybody or even an issue at all, but it gives you a lot of room to put a lot of juice in that RDA without it overflowing. Chances are you'll see the liquid getting up there before you keep pressing on that bottle. So it works better. I think it works faster in terms of squonking. So I think Dead Rabbit's a great squonking RDA, and it's a great RDA in general. But if you stack it up against the Dead Rabbit, I think the drop does have a little bit better flavor, and it's a little bit more functional in everything. You know what I mean? Now, in terms of DIY and testing, though, I don't like either of them. I'd rather stay to my trolls or stuff like that for testing. Only reason because they use a whole lot of cottons because those coils are up so high. So if you're trying to try a lot of flavors back to back to back to back, it's a lot of cotton and a lot of juice you're going to have to use to saturate them all. So, yeah. Yes, please hit the like button, subscribe if you're new here. I really do appreciate each and every one of you for always stopping by and watching my videos. I do have plans for more content. I am going to be reviewing the Wizard Labs e-juice makers one-shot concentrates. That's coming up these weeks. I think I'm going to do micro videos for those. They might not be as edited, and it might not be this background. I might be doing them at work, trying to do them on the side and doing them really quick and stuff like that, just because I want to put out more content. It's just I've been having trouble finding time to do everything. So but that is coming. That's coming. I still have a review on Liquid Barn and a giveaway for that. And yeah, so more content is coming, but I definitely guarantee these live streams every week. So yeah, so again, thank you guys so very much for always watching. Make sure you support the community and everybody out there like Zesty Vapes. Make sure you subscribe to him. He has an awesome channel. Make sure you check out Fresh03 and his gang over there. The Vapor Chronicles, he has a show on Monday for DIY. The e-juice makers. Jen Jarvis, check her out. Thad's starting a channel, check him out. Plenty of people in the community, support them, love them. I appreciate every single one of you. Make sure you check out the links and help support the channel if you can. I appreciate you guys, and you guys have yourselves a great night. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.